We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries. And the shot goes down. Young's got the game going here with the first basket for the Hawks. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Mitchell with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move.
To try to find out where the defense is, inexcusable.
And he recovers it. The Hawks working the ball around. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Up top, Portis. And stolen by Bull. Here we go, one-on-one. Stolen by Robinson. Now Mitchell. Pass to Kennard. The 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Thompson outside. Here's Reddish. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Bamba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And right now, Bamba's still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there. They're able to draw that foul.
And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson did attempt a single 3. Has
Mitchell Robinson, because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Pass to Kennard. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Young with the ball. Now here's Bull. Defended by Portis. Here's Young. Here's Bull. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the 2-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot. And Trae able to make the play.
Here's Portis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And 2. What's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
It seems like, Brent, it's been a long time we've been asking, could this be the year the Knicks turn it around?
I think, Kevin, though, it's about not just turning it around. It's about being a viable, competitive, potential deep-run playoff team for many years in succession. And is this the time? I'm just not sure. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
Williams for 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Knicks trailed by 7. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Hawks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones slams it in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the dunk by Bol.
From that position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Wagner. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Thompson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Jones with the ball for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And stolen by Bol. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Bol, that's good. Bol's got 6.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jones up top. Herter on the wing. Here's Ward. And so the first quarter's in the books. It's Atlanta. They lead by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Pass to Jones. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Back to Bamba. That one doesn't go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Now, here is Young. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So, what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Atlanta leading by 9. Young outside. Out left to the wing. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Pass to Jones. And stolen by Bull. And now here comes Young leading the break. Wants to get it to Reddish and does. Young drives in. That's tipped. Mitchell left side. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it home.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Greg, an outstanding score. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Screen by Jones. In the corner, Kennard with it. Here's Mitchell. Reddish grabs the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Mitchell. Jones in the post. Here's Ward. Guarded by Reddish. Knocks it loose. And here's Herter. It's stolen by Wiseman. Here's Caruso. Finished off the break. Caruso's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
And Wiseman, that long frame and that left hand, able to whip that pass to his teammate.
The drive by Mitchell. And Wiseman sends it back.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Kennard for three. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Ward. And Wiseman sends it back.
And Wiseman using the length, swatting that one away.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Jones Jr. At the line, 2 shots.
That one is off.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Here's Wiseman. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Pass to Jones to end the run. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Jones Jr. At the line, 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 17. There's the drive. Pass to Wiseman. And Jones pulls it down. Here's New York. DiVincenzo with it. Here's Ward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Knicks have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Atlanta making a switch here. That one misses. And here's Clarkson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Off target at the rim. Tries to keep it alive. To the paint. Kennard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ward. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Porter. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in. Wiseman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so Tom Thibodeau is going to have a timeout right now. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Portis the screen. Outside for Robinson. Pass to DiVincenzo. New York needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
Jordan Clarkson at the line.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Now, here's Wagner. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with the possession. That helps out big time.
36.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Atlanta as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
17.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
The basket counts.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Knicks. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A big board and a bigger putback from Bobby Portis.
Here's Cameron. It's rebounded by New York.
And talking about Dante DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop, Greg. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with it.
Here's Wagner. Lock at 6. And Wiseman comes to help.
Porter bringing the D now. Some block shots, some turnovers he's creating. And he's coming up with stops. And not wasting any time here. Kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's Portis. Wiseman with the rebound. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Cameron. And it's off from three-point range. And Tucker has it in the corner. Pass to DiVincenzo. And no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Now here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And Wiseman will go vertical.
A difficult situation for New York. To the inside. It's stolen by Wiseman. Here's Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hawks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
A pretty good hustle. Clarkson out on the break. He can be dynamic there.
New York again turning it over.
Atlanta ball. Substitution for your Knicks. Ward.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he jams it with authority.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Mitchell after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. The drive by Mitchell. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They're looking to attack and transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, the confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Here's Mitchell after James Wiseman's bucket. Screen by Jones. Tucker can't get it to go.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
56. And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. For Atlanta, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Assisted by...
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Releases. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Wagner on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Jones. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Jones has got 7 points.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be right back after this.
On your feet, fans, it's your Knicks City Gangster.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if they're a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Cauley Stein, you've got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Shoots from the baseline, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Here's Mullen, and Mullen with the slam.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Pass to Kennard. From the arc. They get it back. Launches a 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And here is Cauley Stein. Here's Cameron. And they recover it. Clarkson outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Porter inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoff?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs. Something to think about.
And Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
On the wing, Porter drives to the hoop.
Next foul. Mitchell Robinson. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
Michael Porter Jr. just one of those guys that has a versatile scoring menu. Terrific at executing at all three levels.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Kennard for three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. For three, Mitchell. The rebound by Mullen. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 13-4 run. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. 12 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
36.
Right side, Porter. Cauley-Stein in the post. Pass to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Here's Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Takes a three.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Cauley-Stein in the post. Out to Clarkson. Outside, Porter. Pass to Richardson. Shoots over Herter. The kick out to Porter. Goes up again. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And Porter, here we go. Count it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so Atlanta takes this one.
Gotta stay for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice.